Brandica Binks.
Yeah, we here. Good morning. Bad.
Hey, boo.
You got to tell them why you're bad.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Backstory.
Charlamagne said that you put lamb on today. That's not what I would have said.
It's a little lambish.
Definitely lamb.
Not lamb.
Give it lamb.
Okay. Well, it's
cute.
faux pita. Nothing real.
Yeah. My
Yes. Well, in other news outside of the lambs, Stephen A. Smith has decided to come out and apologize to Jasmine Crockett. You guys remember we had a conversation up here about, people being upset about some of the things that he had said about her and how Jasmine Crockett has been fighting for us out there in the political streets. Well, now he's apologizing. Let's listen.
I wanted to take this opportunity to attack this issue as it pertained to me and Jasmine Crockett because I personally have had an issue with how things have been misconstrued and misinterpreted. But at the end of the day, I have to own it. And so when somebody says to me, Stephen, rather than point to her and her verbiage and her language and how she talked about the president, what about how he talks? I have no problem with that. And if that is the reason that everybody is in an uproar, that is fine. And I have no problem apologizing to my sister because, damn it, I want her to know. I don't feel that way about her. I have no problem apologizing if I'm wrong, but I'm going to challenge the legitimacy of what people come at me with. If you came to me and you said to me, it came across as a bit dismissive, Stephen, you should have been more protective of her than that because look at how he speaks. Look at how they act on Capitol Hill towards her. I understand that. But when somebody tries to take that to accuse me of being disrespectful or in any way misogynistic, I'm going to push back on that because that's emphatically false.
Yeah. So he's apologizing.
Nice.
Good for Stephen A.
I think it's a good thing to hear.
Yeah, that's
a good thing to see.
That's why I will always have respect for Stephen A. because he has the ability to change his mind and admit when he's wrong. Okay, and that says a lot about a person. That says a lot about a person. Okay, when they are presented with new information and can admit they were wrong, I respect it.
I agree. And
Has she responded? Has she or not as of yet?
No, I haven't seen a response from her. She actually that I was watching didn't say anything to him at all.
And she's too busy working. She's in Congress.
Exactly. Yep. And I think people tried to make this out to be like Stephen A. Smith has this like he knows that this story is going to get traction. He's just doing what he does. But I think that this also shows too that he does actually care about the things that he's talking about personally because he cares about her well-being. You can hear that through his apology. So
you can agree or disagree with Stephen A. Smith, but I've never heard Stephen A. Smith just talk for the sake of talking. Okay, and I really wish more people, especially black people in the political space or the social justice space or the activism space, build some bridges with Stephen A. and tap into his audience. Go on his show. Because them white politicians are taking full advantage of going on Stephen A.'s show and taking advantage of his audience. So why aren't the black elected officials and black activists and black politicians?
I totally agree with you. I hate it sometimes when I feel like, we'll go at somebody and not have a conversation with them, right? Even if you think they're right or wrong, have a conversation. Maybe what you say, they'll be like, oh, I wasn't thinking that. And I just hate when we attack each other when we don't necessarily agree with what we say. I hate that.
And if you think he's misinforming his audience, then go have a conversation with him on his show. And as you're educating him, you'll also be doing what? Educating his audience.
Yep.
I agree.
Well, in other news, shifting gears, yesterday, news broke of a filing. So Dreka Gates, or formerly Dreka Gates, who was the estranged wife of Kevin Gates, music artist Kevin Gates, she's put paperwork into the court stating that Kevin Gates has abandoned her and her children and they are now in financial ruin. So the docs read, they tell a story about how Dreka was managing Kevin Gates for some time. She left LSU to manage him even before he was like this big famed celebrity, and they've built so much together. They share 2 children, and she says that she says several things. She's asking the court for a ton of spousal support and child support. She believes that she should be receiving over $70K between those 2 things, and here's why. She says that, number one, the debt that they've been left in. She says her Mississippi farm is now in foreclosure. She lists that the IRS has a levy out on Dreka for $7 million in unpaid taxes. And she's also saying that, Kevin's actions in 2023, she alleges, went from neglect to weaponization. She says that at one point in time, there were, I guess, like royalties and different things that she was receiving, and she alleges that now she does not receive those things. She in the doc says that she stood by him through it all, through incarceration, absences, infidelity, and financial manipulation. And then in 2021 is actually when everything changed, and she claims that Kevin Gates dismantled the financial foundation of their family. She says that he also alleges he stopped paying for basic family obligations like household staff, property tax, private school tuition, and that it was actually 80% of the couple's royalty income stopped coming to her and now she alleges only goes into his personal accounts. And she says she tried to figure it out on her own. She tried to downsize. She tried to do everything that she could. She borrowed money. She took loans. She even sold her car to keep up with the children's expenses. She poured herself into her growing wellness business, her Drika LLC, but no amount of determination could offset the calculated financial sabotage that she's alleging. So she's, asking for money. She says that she needs help right now and that she's not receiving it.
She's at $70,000 a month?
Yeah, so she wants over $70K in monthly support to catch up and just be able to maintain the lifestyle that she says that her children and her need to maintain. But
$7 million is a lot of bread in taxes. Jesus Christ.
To me, like in reading the docs, and it's almost 400 pages. I didn't even get halfway through, but in reading it, it sounds like a lot of this is her wanting to be able to just catch up. Like she says at one point, like she's talking about her farm is in foreclosure, like they're losing their stability living wise is what she's claiming. Now I did reach out to reps for Kevin Gates. I have not heard back yet. Didn't see that he posted anything or anything like that on social media. And in the docs, her attorneys say that Kevin Gates, they allege he's defending himself by saying that the two were never legally married, but that we knew of, they had been married back in 2015, back in October 2015. Yeah.
Well, prayers to Drika and the family.
Yeah, wishing them the best, or to figure it out, I guess, for the two babies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and their kids are 11 and 12, so they're older kids.
Hope they're able to work it out.
Yeah, me too.
I pray they are.
Yeah. And that's it.
All right, silence to the lambs.
You lost me a little bit.
What?
It don't even matter.
No, I heard $7 million IRS. It just scared me.
It's like, it's just basically she's saying she's fighting for her life right now financially, and she alleges that it's because Kevin Gates took away their income.
But she was his manager, so she didn't have, and she was his wife, right?
That's what she's saying. She's saying that the royalties they stopped coming her way. They started going to a personal account that he has. That's what she alleges.
Court. Okay.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. Charlamagne.
Yes.
We giving that down too.
Man, niggas don't care about their kids. We gonna talk about it for after the hour.
What?
Who?
We know you're not talking about what we just came out of, but that was a crazy segue. I know I do crazy segues, but you.
And they gonna look right at Lamb.
Yes.
I mean, at Loren. She don't have no kids.
That's what I said. I thought you did like, you know what? Forget it. You're foul. Why you look at her? Why you look at her when you said that? You could have looked here. You could have looked here. You could have looked there. Why?
I looked at every single one of my co-hosts in this room.
No, you didn't.
I feel like didn't he?
My
Lamb felt it. Yeah, I'm
like.
Lamb
felt it. See,
I don't have nothing to do with this projection. Okay.
I don't got kids.
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just here to do a job, guys. I don't know what y'all are doing. This is weird.
All right, Donkey Days up next.
What y'all are doing.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?